Hello, I am James Montgomery. I'm going to be doing this one with my phone too because it'll be a lot easier. I'm shooting it horizontally this time, so it won't look so bad on the YouTube video. Here it is. Here's me. And, alright, we got a lot to go into, so we're going to dive right into it. So I'm going to pull up real quick the list of things to go over. Here's that, just looking at that. So, start off, I show you, I cut the thing in half, just because I thought it'd be easier, obviously, when you're looking at the inner brain structures. Even cut the cerebellum in half to make it easier to look at the white matter and such. But, yeah, we got a lot to go into, so I'm going to start it off. So, obviously, this is the front of the brain, if you're looking down on the top of the sheep head. And then here, right in the front, the frontal lobe, and this little thing separates the frontal from the parietal. Parietal is these two on top. Move it over to the side, and you've got the temporal lobe, which is, I've tried to separate. I didn't pull all the meninges off because it gets kind of annoying. It doesn't come off in a nice sheet, but I tried my best to make it to where the lobes look separate. So like parietal up here, temporal down here. And then in the back you have the occipital lobe, which is right around in there, which controls vision. Okay, moving on, you have gyri and sulci. It's sulcus, so it's probably sulci. Gyrus is going to be one of these little ridges which you have all over the brain. You can see them wrapped in tight here with the meninges. And then the sulci are going to be these little valleys that run in between two different gyri. Longitudinal fissure, that is this big long one that runs right down the middle of the brain. Normally this is connected, obviously, these two hemispheres. However, I bisected the brain, and so now the longitudinal fissure is just an opening, but normally it just looks like that. And then you have the lateral fissure, which separates the temporal lobe from the frontal and the parietal, and then that's going to be this thing that I'm trying to pull apart right here. So like frontal over here, temporal where this finger is, and then it continues all the way up there. Now we're going to move on to the corpus callosum. That is the thing that connects the two sides of the brain, and that's going to be this structure right here. Obviously, it's cut in half, but that normally connects the two sides of the brain. The thalamus, I'm going to move to using a probe because it'll be a little bit easier. The thalamus is going to be this thing right here, and the hypothalamus is hypo, so it's on the bottom of the thalamus, and it's going to be right about here. It's a very small structure, but yes. Scroll down a little bit. Okay. Yeah. So now we're gonna move into the midbrain. So the midbrain is gonna be this thing right around here. The medulla oblongata is this. Peel this back. I don't know. I did peel back. Medulla oblongata is like this part of the brainstem, and the cerebral cortex is like the entire outer layer of the brain. So like all this in here is cerebral cortex stuff. And then the white matter is going to be this stuff on the inside of the cerebellum called white matter, obviously because it looks white. So like this stuff right in there. And then last but not least, we have the meninges, which is this little white covering that I'm peeling off right now, and that supplies the nutrition to the brain. You get the three layers: pia, dura, and arachnoid matter. Not in that order. Dura's on the outside, means hard mother. Arachnoid, spider mother. Pia, soft, I believe. So yeah, that's gonna do it for me. Thank you so much, and goodbye.